am Kamak Shaya, open source software evangelist and also a full stack developer. For the past few videos I have been explaining how to deal with Hadoop ecosystem. In my last video I have shown you how to install Hive and also deal with data. And in this video I am going to show you how to install HBase, and then I just sporadically talk about how to deal with data once after installing HBase in this. By the way, I am using Ubuntu 18.04 in my system as my base operating system, and I already installed Hadoop and it was set up properly, as I can show you. I have Hadoop through 3.2.1 and my big version is this, and then I have Hive installed and I created this. I've shown you how to download and install Hive in my last video, and in this video I'm going to show you how to obtain HBase and then install that inside your computer. Okay, now fine, let's go back to the browser and let me show you. To obtain this, step number 1 is to obtain the software and set up in your computer at some place. Mostly we'll try to extract the software to some certain place and then create an environmental variable in the operating system. That's all. That is all about installation of the software. And after that, in step number 2, I will show you how to configure HBase for Hadoop, and then in 3 I am just going to open HBase shell. Okay. By the way, installing all these tools for Hadoop is not an easy task. It is time consuming and also requires a lot of patience. Several times it may not set up properly and throws I mean, you must be seeing my videos. There will be a lot of errors while installing, and I just go back to browser and try to troubleshoot it, come back and try to set up once again. So we need to have a lot of patience and also passion. Okay, minimum a ton of passion to learn. And okay, now to obtain HBase you have to go to the browser, the shortest way, Apache HBase. So Apache HBase is the most reliable and also straightforward tool that we can. You see here, you will find the download. You have to go there and you got so many versions. I already have one in my computer. I already downloaded it and kept it ready. I'll show you. See here, HBase 2.2.4, something like that. Where is it? So this is the latest version, HBase 2.2.4, and the release date is 2023-11, and there are also other versions. So you have to go to here, not the source bin. You have to download the binaries, and then your file, you'll get the file like this, the one which I have in my computer. So once you get the file, it is straightforward. Just extract it, and you see here it is extracting. Now go to the terminal, ls. You see here HBase, this blue color statement, HBase dash 2.2. That is, we have to take this into a particular reliable and also most accessible place in our computer. And I'm keeping all my Hadoop based distributions and software tools in a particular folder called user local. I'll take you to that place, cd user local and ls array. You see all this Hadoop, Hive, Pig, everything is there in this place. Now I will I think I have to go to I will have shall I create no, I'll just go back to CD downloads, I mean home. I think I have okay. Now open the, now you got this folder HBase. Now we have to move this HBase to that particular directory, that is user local. Sudo move HBase, then user local, that's it. Now you should be able to find that ls. You see you don't have that folder, disappear. Now go to cd user local. Okay, now you have that folder. You should be having that HBase here. You see here this one. Now what do we do? So every time it is not possible for us to use the entire name. This is just it's not straightforward. This name is HBase-2.2.4. we will not be able to remember this name. So what I do, I create a symbolic link. To do that, sudo ln and s, that which means symbolic link. And of what? About this HBase, and I simply call it as HBase. Okay, ls la. Now where do, yeah, here you see. Now we don't need to write this name everywhere. We can just use this name wherever I want to mention about the HBase. Now suppose if you cd HBase, you can just write HBase. You see now you are entering into, okay, I'm sorry, I think we did a mistake. I would have, I think there is another folder actually. It should not be there like this. Okay, so let me remove this symbolic link, rm HBase. It's not symbolic link, HBase, no such file or still is the RM here. Yeah, the link was gone. RM rf HBase link was still, this is a cd HBase. Okay, nothing is there. cd, let me go back and say sudo rm rf. So I would have done that HBase. Okay, come on, rf ls la. Do we have HBase here? I don't think we have, right? Everything was gone. Now let's really download. No, I'll just exit this. Come on, I have very dirty keyboard with me. HBase, extract here. Come on. I didn't know that there is another folder here. This is, so this content we want. We don't want that. Okay, now here I open terminal. Now sudo mv HBase to use local. Yes. Now let's go back to, yeah, this is cd user local. Now I should be having here, see, do I have, yeah, HBase. Now cd HBase. Yes, this is perfect. So this is what I was expecting. So we don't need to. Now cd sudo link symbolic HBase, come on, LA. Do I have HBase now? Yes. Okay, fine. Now, okay, our first step is over. We've set up we just extracted the software into a particular folder. Now we have to go back to bash RC file and update this, create environmental variable, and tell our OS to pick up all HBase commands from here. Now, sudo gedit bash RC. This is a file where we have all our. I'll just copy this 2 lines. I don't need to. Every time we don't need to write. I'll just convert that into a name. So here, instead of HBase, and then HBase. That's sufficient. HBase. Here we have to change HBase. So this is sufficient. HBase, everything okay, right? I do a lot of spelling mistakes. I check 1 or 2 times. Now think source dot bash RC. So this is what we do every time as a matter of. Now what we need to do, we have to go to a particular, HBase home directory. There we need to pick up a file HBase-site. Okay. CD. Now we should be able to just let me maximize this. Yeah, clear. Now echo HBase home. Yes, CD. Why I have this? I can just use CD here. Now we straight away come to ls. Yes. Now where do we have this HBase directory? I think we should be having this inside bin. CD bin ls. Do we have this file HBase-site? Do we have HBase-site dot HBase? I think we don't have HBase-site dot XML. Okay. HBase config. HBase config cmd HBase common cleanup. Okay, we don't have. I think we have to go back. What else we have? Config cd config. Yeah, ls. Yes, here we have HBase site XML. Now what we need to do is we'll first try to find out good and reliable. What I do, I search for how to install HBase. Some HBase in Ubuntu. I need configuration settings for HBase. I don't remember these lines. There are many ways to do this. When I go to this HBase-site XML and paste few lines of code with just as a matter of configuration. We're just going to tell the root directory one property as far as I remember, and then a property for cluster distributed. Are we using HBase in cluster mode or not? That is one. If you have zookeeper, then yeah, this one. See here, HBase root directory, HBase zookeeper, something like that. I think one more line should be there. That line is missing here. Okay, anyway, I copy this. No. Okay, till here. Now let me use these lines. I copied it because I just don't want to write them, and because I may do some spelling mistakes. Sudo gedit. So I can even do it by typing, but I don't like to take. We don't want to enter this. Okay, anyway, that is just here I paste so that it is easy for me to. Many times, one time, especially when I was installing Hadoop, I did a spelling mistake in configuration. Then the Hadoop did not start, and I was just scratching my head where the fault, where things went wrong and I was not able to detect, I had to install entire Hadoop once again. So I just wanted to be careful of not doing any mistakes. Now there is one more property which we have to, that is, I'm going to make it manual now. That property is so this is the first property, HBase root directory. That is anyway file Hadoop HBase H files. No, not this one. I think we have to put it's not HBase. I'll put it as HDFS. That is not correct. HDFS local host then 9000 /HBase. So use this location for as a root directory. And now second property is going to be HBase cluster and then distributed. So I do mistakes, I have to be false. Now zookeeper, we don't want this because this is not anyway cluster is not. If you have true here, suppose if you say you are using distributed HBase for distributed computing inside a cluster, then if you turn on this by writing true, then you need zookeeper. But anyway, I'm just going to use HBase in a single node Hadoop cluster in pseudo distribution mode. So I don't want to use zookeeper, and that's it. HBase root directory localhost and then HBase and HBase cluster distributed. So I think there are no spelling mistakes here. Let us close this. Now what we need to do, let's go to hosts. Now clear cd. What we do is sudo gedit in etc you got hosts. So that we have to, here you see mkhp. This should be localhost. So by default you have 127.0.1.1. It should be 127.0.0.1. So it should be localhost. It cannot have its own host. Okay, now you can just close this, and then that's it. One more thing is we have to set up cd. I would have done HBase home. Now ls, so cd bin. Here we have a file HBase env. Do we have anything called env? HBase env sh? No, I think we don't have. cd, go back, ls, cd config, ls, envh, HBase env sh. So open this, sudo gedit. First we have to obtain our Java path, and that is going to be update alternatives display Java. Is it? Yeah. Now you see here, this is my Java. I think this is 11, not 11. I want this one. User leave Java 8.jdk. This one. This is the path for my Java directory. Now ls sudo gedit HBase env sh. Now here somewhere you should be having export Java kind of, here. So you just sorry. Now just come here. It is already there. User Java. I don't know who has done this. Okay, somebody came default. Okay, let me paste this. No, let me do one thing. Let me keep this as it is, because I don't want to, by any moment if I do any mistake, I'll come back and use the same. So your HBase is just going to start even without updating this, I guess. User Java JDK. Let's see that. Do we have this? User Java JDK. let's go and let me use first echo java home. Yeah, so now where is java user bin java user java JDK? Is there anything user java JDK? No, I think we don't have. Okay, that's it, we've done everything. Now start I'm going to start Hadoop, start RSH, and then we are going to start the HBase. We are also going to start HBase daemon, and after that we will start this shell. Okay, how are we going to do that? We just have to wait till we start HBase SH. Now I think something went wrong here. Java classes wherever. I don't know. It's a 3 point. Hadoop 3 is a big nuisance. I don't know why it never works. 2 they were. Now JPS. Do you have HBase daemon here? I think we don't have daemon, right? Please look carefully. We don't have HBase daemon. We have name node and data node, that's fine, and secondary resource manager and all everything. Now start HBase SH. Bad substitution. Good. Something is going wrong as always. It always goes wrong. Okay. Now JPS. This SL4. Yeah, HMaster. So here HMaster is there. So this is what I was talking about. So now HBase daemon is there. Now let's start HBase shell and see if we can start HBase. Bad substitution, bad substitution. I think it is better if we can remove this SL for Z. So this is there from, this error is there from Hadoop 3 onwards. So earlier this error was never there. So we'll go back. It's just nothing. Yeah, this file is there in both HBase. Let me first see if I can start HBase shell or not. Once after confirming, it's still going on. Come on. CH found binding. Yeah, that is there. That is always there. So we'll vanish this error if we can. HBase lib client facing third party. HBase. We have to go to the HBase lib. In lib we have this SL4J. Come on, it's still going on. I don't know. Shall I? Okay, now HBase started. So that's it. We got HBase here, and as a just a matter of caution, let's see if the list is working on it. Yes, it's working. It's working. If you get this response after you finished installing HBase, just like a table, then your HBase installation is working. So I will come back. This is for this video. So in my next video, I'm just going to show you how to deal with data using HBase native comments. HBase is a beautiful software tool which belongs to a particular area of operations called NoSQL. So that's the beauty of HBase. Yeah, there is an error here. That's okay, fine. But even then, keep error code connections for HBase master. That's fine. Okay. Okay, bye for now. Thanks for watching this video. Please press the like button, subscribe to my video channel, stay tuned for the new content.